ready to show off the card kit for the month of March. So I will give y'all just a little bit to get on and check things out. See if you want to stay and hang out, or if you're like, nah, I'm good and want to head. Just give everyone a minute and to get on before I get started. Okay, so for those of you showing up or showing up for the first time, just wanting to see what's going on the Country Craft Creations, what we're doing in store. I host these classes once a month, and a subscription box for cards. This is for this last round of cards. This is the March kit, and it is from the Botany kit with with Minte paper. So if you're like, oh, this looks familiar, this is where it's from. So we're gonna go ahead and get, the first thing I do when I start my cards is I go ahead and I score my card fronts. So we'll go ahead and get those started. First, and each card kit comes with white card front blanks. Along with 9 card packs if you're part of the the subscription. And then if I have other different cutout and shaped cards, those are also included as well. So we'll give everyone a moment to just kind of get their things folded. So we'll start with our first card, which is this cute little, I guess, picket fence card front. And it goes with this card base right here. I'm going to move the instructions out of the way. Hello, hello, friends. So what you do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to fold your picket fence over. I didn't get all those cut out all the way, so let me go ahead and clean that up a little bit. And then here, and you're going to fold them over as well. There should be some score lines with them, so go ahead and fold those over. So they look a little bit like this. So you kind of create like a little bit of a pocket. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue along the edges and fold it back over and glue right here to create your pocket. So let's go ahead and get out our handy dandy glue. We like our art glitter glue here at Country Craft Creations. It's good stuff if you've never used it before. So we're going to go ahead and glue. Okay, and then what I usually do, just make sure that it gets a good stick, is I'll stick it under my mat so it just gives it a minute just to get glued down real good. And then we'll go ahead and we'll open up our card kit, get all of our little pieces out. Careful, static cling is fun with these bags, so just be aware so that way nothing gets stuck or lost. And then we're going to start gluing our flowers down onto our card kit. So this light green is going to go on top of the dark green right there. And then you're going to take your yellow flower, they call these roses, I'm assuming. So your yellow roses, your yellow flowers, and you're going to go ahead and glue those down. We'll get that glued down real quick. Hello, hello, friends. How are you doing? Hope everyone is doing well today. Top of the afternoon if you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And then these little bud guys, they go up here onto this part of the flower. So I'm going to go ahead and get those glued down. Hopefully everybody is having a nice spring day. Here in Utah, it's gonna get pretty warm, just preparing us for winter, or not for winter, for summer, I guess. We're gonna have a warm summer. Okay, so I'm gonna let those kind of sit and dry off to the side over there. You're gonna take your green seam binding, which is included in your ribbon pack. And we're going to get that tied to the front of our card of our sentiment front. So just put a little bit of, let's see, so cut it down a little bit so it covers, the strip covers right along the bottom of the sentiment like so. We're going to get that glued down. So yeah, one of my favorite things about art glitter glue is that it does dry clear, so it doesn't show up, which is nice. And we'll get that glued down right there. And then let's go ahead and get this one glued down right here. We'll go ahead and make a cute little bow. If my fingers will let me today. That will work. Cut off any excess. Then what I do is I do just a big old dollop of glue right there in the middle. I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to hurry up and stick it underneath just that way it gets a good, nice hold. Okay, so you're going to take your pocket card back out, and then we're just going to place the flower kind of right on top. So I'm just going to kind of glue along the area where the vine's going to go. So about right there, I'm going to go ahead and lay it down on top. Like I said, the nice thing about art glitter glue is that it does dry clear, so nobody will see these little spots that are white here. You can, of course, clean them up with your finger, or if you have like a rag that you like to use, paper towels, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Place that down right there. And then now that this is nice and tight, I'll go ahead and put this in there. And then you have your super cute pocket card. And of course, it's getting stuck on things. It's getting stuck on Pickets as it goes in. There we go. Perfect. Right there. And you're all set.
Just send a question mark.
So, okay. Next one that's up is our cute little picket fence just because card. Again, make sure all your pieces are not static clung to your card pieces, but you see your picket fence card piece. So I'm going to open that up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and try to figure out where I'm going to want my flowers in this whole situation, probably like that. But I'm going to put my flowers together actually. So let me go ahead and get that going. All right. I'm going to go ahead and glue my flowers down. Hope everybody's having a nice afternoon. Hopefully nothing too crazy is going on in your life. And if it is crazy, I hope that you can come here and be calm and enjoy watching me making a mess of of cards, because that's what I do every month. All right. Does anybody have anything fun planned for St. Patrick's Day? Does anybody celebrate? Everyone wearing their green today. Yeah, that fun stuff. Okay, so the flowers are put together. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue my butterfly together. So blue goes on bottom, black part goes on top. Like so. Oop. And then I kind of folded my butterfly a little bit in the middle to give them a just nice little bend like so. Then I'm going to take some jute from my ribbon pack. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and loop that through. So what I do is, and then I'll just go ahead and tie a cute bow with it too. The ends on that got a little long, so go ahead and do that. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue down my flowers and so I think I'm going to go and do something like that. Yeah, that's cute. Of course, going to clean that up a little bit so that way when it closes it won't get stuck together. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw my butterfly down. And then in your ribbon pack, you should get some 3D foam dots. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a couple of those down because I like to have my message pop off the page a little bit. Let's go ahead and put it right there. And there you go. There's your Just Because card. Okay. Let's start on number 3. I don't even remember which order I did this in. Okay, so go ahead and go with Happy Birthday. So, let me find that one. So you're going to need one of your white card fronts right there. And we're going to go ahead and glue down our pink piece to the white. So get that glued down. This is such a floral card set that I'm doing. Does anybody like to plant flowers during the spring or have a garden that they love? My husband and I, we have raspberries and strawberries growing this year, and I pulled my first weeds yesterday, so that's spring is coming quick in Utah. I think we're all done with the snow. Not that we had much of a snowy year this year. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the floral piece on top of the pink piece. Then you're going to get your green doily. Make sure all the lacy bits are punched out all the way through. Okay, and we just go ahead and put that right there on the front of the card. So for those of you who are local to Utah, we in our northern Utah, Ogden area, I do teach a monthly card class. And then this is the last subscription box for cards for a minute. I'm going to take a break for the summer just because we're going to go be vacationing and just there's not really a whole lot of opportunities to send cards during the summer months. And so I will come back right around late summer with some holiday related cards. And we'll start prepping for holiday season. I know it's like, oh, just got done with Christmas. And yep, I'm already talking about Christmas for this upcoming year. So plan on watching for subscription box pickups again in July. We'll do a Christmas in July kind of card set and just kind of do our fall Thanksgiving cards. Just getting ready for that time of the year, our Halloween cards, all that fun stuff. And if you saw my Halloween cards last year, they were pretty darn cute, and I was a big fan of those. So I've got to up my game a little bit for this upcoming year. So, then you're gonna go ahead and glue down your green doily and then your happy birthday sentiment right there. Then you're gonna glue your daisies together like so. And then I kind of fluff the petals up a little bit just to give it a little bit of dimension. These daisies are happy flowers, so we gotta make sure that they're all set and ready to go. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and just glue them onto your card. Just like so. And there you go. Oh, and then there is a cute little jute ribbon or jute bow that we did with that card. So I'll take some of the jute and go ahead and make a bow. If I can. I'm having a moment today. But anyways, so if you are local and want to sign up for some of my card classes, we always have a really fun time. My classes are usually the second Saturday of the month. So next month we're going to be doing family related kind of cards. So you'll get your Mother's Day and Father's Day card set along with just some welcome home kind of, welcome to the neighborhood housewarming cards. Things like that. We're going to go ahead and put our bow right there. And there you go. We're all set. There's your happy birthday card right there. So if you're interested in signing up, give the store a call. We'll get you on the list. And we have a fun group of ladies that show up, and we always have a good time. Sometimes we're noisy, sometimes we're quiet. This last time was actually really quiet. I felt it was uncomfortably quiet, but the ladies are like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to just have some silence and peace. And I was like, and after thinking about it, after I got home, I'm like, you know what, that was actually kind of nice just to have a peaceful, quiet day, especially with all the madness that's going on in life right now, right? So, okay, so our next card is going to be our Lattice thank you card. Let's go ahead and pull out all of the flowers. Clinging to everything. All right. Okay, and that'll go on one of the white card fronts, but I'm just going to start working on this right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and glue down your lattice piece that you have, just right there, just like that. And for those that are wondering, hey, Lori, how do you do that? Is that a die? Well, kind of. I am a Cricut kind of gal, so I use my Cricut machine to cut all these little pieces out. And it is definitely a labor of love. I do like playing with my Cricut. So, and if you don't have one and you're looking at getting one, don't be intimidated by it. It's not as scary as it looks or you think it is. YouTube has some great tutorials for how to cut stuff out. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be all over it. Okay, so there are our last pieces right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue down the stem of our main flower piece. I'm going to go right there on the bottom. And then we're going to just start gluing it down like so. So this pretty white flower goes about right there. This piece of the stem, if you look, there's this little piece right here. It's going to kind of come off like that. Just going to get that one glued down like so. Just right on top of the flower. Okay. Got some yellows right there. So that one's going to go right there. Our blue little forget-me-not. Yellow daisy. And this one you're probably like, why is it cut funny? It's so it can kind of match up with what's going on here. So there is a method to my madness, I swear. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and start putting our gold centers. And then we'll go ahead and I like to 3D pop my sentiment, my thank you sentiment. So we'll go ahead and do that. And put that down right there. Oh, I forgot my, maybe I won't put it right there. Oops. Take that off really quick. Sorry. So I want to put my, well, no, I can put that there. I'm going to leave it. And you're going to put a bow right at the bottom of your stem. Oop. I'm just going to put my bow a little bit higher up. I'll put it right there instead. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to my card front, like so. And there you go. Your thank you card is all finished. Very pretty. Okay. Oh, I forgot. You do, I did send some little mini pearls that you can add to the card front. So I'm going to add those really quick. Add a couple of those really quick. So where they're so tiny and they already have adhesive on the back, I just kind of, I cut them up a little bit like so. And I'm just going to add them to my card front. If you have tweezers like I do at home, it goes a lot easier. Not trying to fight me today. So let's see. I think I'll add a third one. I'll go right there. Perfect. Very pretty. Okay. All right. Our next card is going to be the watering can card. So again, pull out all your little pieces carefully so they don't get lost, because there's lots of little ones. And that'll go on one of our white card fronts. So let's go ahead and get this all put together. Okay. So I'm going to glue the floral part to the front of the pink scrap right here. And then I'm going to put the watering can down towards the bottom like so right there. And then you're going to have this green floral spot right here. So I'm going to go about right there on that one. And then basically at this point you kind of puzzle piece together your bouquet. So this daisy piece is going to go right here. This little green floral stem is going to go right there. So let's go ahead and get that one going. This yellow tulip is going to go right here. pink flower is going to go right there. And the blue flower is going to go right here in the corner. If I can find which one it goes with, right there. Perfect. And put on those gold centers. I'm going to add my hello sentiment, my gold hello sentiment to the bottom of my watering can. Just like so. I'm going to put my bird together too while I'm at it. So the bluebird goes on top of the yellow body of the bird, right off here. And he has a yellow belly. And I'm going to go ahead and 3D pop him up, so just because I like it. Put it right there. And then these little petal pieces, they added to the daisies. So, and it's every other petal. Can't talk today. And I can't pick them up either. So. There we go. There's our hello card, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my white card front. Just like so. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie a cute little bow for the end of our watering can. Just like that. And there is our cute little hello card. Okay. Our next card is this Get Well Soon card. Again, little pieces, so pull out carefully, or pull them out carefully. So we're going to go ahead and glue our Get Well Soon sentiment to the pink scrap. Then you're going to take your lacy piece right here, and you're going to glue that to on top of the Get Well Soon sentiment right there, just like that. And then you're just going to start kind of creating your floral arrangement bouquet. And there is no right or wrong way to do it, just go for it. I'm going to go ahead and put my centers on my cards. On my, sorry, centers on my flowers. Losing my mind. And then you're just going to kind of, you know, if you were making your own floral arrangement at home, you're just going to kind of throw your greenery in and then kind of just design your flowers around that. So, like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do it. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my floral pieces. Something like that. And then I'm going to take some of my mini pearls off to the side that I have over here. I'm going to throw those down as well. Say hi, Lexi.
Hey, y'all. I'll just stop pretending like I'm not here. I'm here, everyone.
I say you're in the shot. You're pulling stuff out of the.
Not very secret.
No, she's pulling stuff out of the Cricut. We're cutting up stuff over here at Country Craft Creations. If you've seen some of Tammy's newer collections, we're doing our own ephemera packs. So one of the other machines is being used right now to cut out ephemera pieces. So. Just need to get our handy dandy little spatula to take stuff off the sticky mat. Okay, and then that will go on our last white card front right here. After you put your pearls down, and we'll go ahead and just stick that right there. right, and there's your get well soon card. All right. Okay, our next card is going to be our black butterfly card. Okay, so I'm going to start with the inside first. Cute little gatefold. Let's go ahead and we'll do the You Make My Heart Flutter. Put that right on the inside. And then also on the inside is this gold piece right here. So we'll go ahead and get that glued down. Like so. Along with our yellow and blue butterflies. Okay. Then you'll have 4 sheets of paper right here. I guess pick the ones that you like the best for your what you would like for the inside. If you want to go green on the inside, or white on the inside, whatever one makes you happiest. I'm going to go with white on the inside flaps right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down right here. Just like so. Okay, so that's the inside of your card. Now, how do we get these butterfly pieces to match up with this? And they're so, I mean, this is so thick. If you look very closely, and it won't show on here, there is a score line right here along this spot right here. So what I did was I kind of found where I wanted my butterfly to sit on my paper. I kind of used that as to help me kind of score it to where I wanted it. So hopefully you can see this. Because the score line is right where the edge of this paper is right here, if you look really closely. So what you're going to do is you're going to figure out where you want, or I want it the green way, where you want your butterfly to sit. You're going to fold along that score line, and then you're going to glue the back right here to the back of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part ready for when it does. And you're just going to fold it along the edge right there. If you have a bone folder, you can do that. Got that a little higher than I want it to, so I'm going to move it down just a smidge. I need some more glue. About right there in the middle. And then you're going to glue it to the front of your card, like so. And I leave it fluttering. I mean, you can glue it down if you wanted to, but I kind of like the flutter of the butterfly, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. So same thing you did before, just find where you like the butterfly to sit. Make sure it's even with your other butterfly, so about right there. Fold it over, get it glued down good. And then I'm going to get it glued onto my card front, like so. And there you go. There's your fluttering butterfly card. It's so pretty. Hello, Denise. Hello, Mimi. There you go. Just like so. This one was a fun one to make. I really like that one. Okay. All right, our next card is this other butterfly card. There's a theme. Okay. So this one, I found that it was easier to fold when you had everything glued down first. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So you can see that there, if you look, you won't be able to see it probably with the camera, but there is a, not a grid line, I can't think of the word, score line on your card. So what you're going to want to do is I glued down where the white sentiment is for the card first. Thank you. I agree. They are very pretty. Let's get those all, we'll get that glued down first. And then of course, if you're going to want to decide if you want to go green with your butterflies or if you want to go white on the white side. I kind of like the white, so I'm going to go white, I think. So you're going to go ahead and I glued up the butterflies instead. So go ahead. You get that glued down. You will have a little bit of excess of the white pattern paper, so you're going to want to cut that off too. So let's go ahead and get that cut. Just like so. I'm just going to let that glue for, I'm going to let that sit and kind of cure for a minute. We'll get our butterflies and our sentiment all put together as well. All right. Okay. So you're going to put your butterflies together. You're going to have the gold butterfly as the back, your yellow on top of that, and then you're going to put your black one on top of that. So let's go ahead and put those together. I should also mention, and we discovered this unfortunately while I was in class on Saturday, that someone's gold butterflies, a couple black butterflies, and their pink tag got stuck to the back of somebody else's, and I'm hoping that I cut incorrectly. But if you are one of the recipients of my card kits for the subscription box and you didn't receive your butterflies, I have them. If not, I'm hoping that it was just kind of a fluke thing that I I overcut and just had too many. But if for some reason you're missing them and you want them, reach out and let me know, and I'll go ahead and get those mailed off as soon as possible. I am so sorry. So it has, out of 7 months of making these card kits, this was the first oops. So I do apologize for that. So, and if not, then I guess I just oops myself and cut out too many, but which is what I'm kind of hoping for. But reach out and let me know if I accidentally did not pack those with you, because we want to make sure you have them for your kits. And if you're like, oh, I'm okay without them, then, you know, don't say a word, and yeah, totally up to you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue the butterflies together. And the black one goes on top, just like so. Let's set that one aside. We'll go ahead and set that one aside. And the last one. Okay, and put that one aside as well. Making a mess over here. Okay, and then I kind of put my tag sentiment together. So sending butterfly wishes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get those glued down. Just like that. I do have some pearls left over, so I'm going to go ahead and add those to that as well. Everything's sticking to my hands. Ah. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bow to that tag, kind of. Best way to describe it. So go ahead and make my bow. If it'll want to be made. I'm using the nude seam binding for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the edges on that a little bit, so I don't need it all that long. I'm gonna go ahead, oh, okay, so well, now that this is cured a little bit, we're gonna fold it right in half like so. If it wants to, it doesn't want to at the moment, come on. Usually it would. I don't know why that did that. How embarrassing. Sorry. We will make it work. Okay. I'm just gonna have to glue those down a little bit. And I don't know why it did that. It didn't do that for me on Saturday. That's embarrassing. Oh well. Okay. All right. Gotta make it work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ah. Gotta make it work, right? All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and put my Sending Butterfly Wishes right there. What I did was I put my bow underneath my card. So I'm going to give it a good dollop of glue. Put this bow right there underneath. So it just kind of gives just like the fun element of a bow. Put it right there. And then I'm going to throw some butterflies right on top. So hopefully it can hide my big oops that I just made. But it wouldn't be a Lori live without some sort of hot mess moment, right? If you're familiar with any of my stuff, I feel like I'm always oopsing up. So, and I can hide it a little better at home. But anyways, okay. And then you got your butterfly cards. So don't look at the edge, you don't know. Anyways, but there's that one. There's your Sending Butterfly Wishes right there. Okay, our final card, and that's the bonus card for right over here. Okay. So as you can see, it's this pretty little pink floral card right here. This cream piece is going to go in right here. But before you do that, you're going to take your Charlotte's Lace and you're going to put it you're going to glue it to the inside of your card like so. So go ahead and cut yourself a piece of Charlotte's Lace, and that is named after the owner's dog of Country Cross Creations. She has three, if you don't know, she has 3 beagles named after characters from Charlotte's Web. They're so sweet and cute, and they just have the very best dog ears and just are funny, funny critters. So we love them here. We're just going to go ahead and get that glued down right there to the inside of the card like so. And don't worry, perfect on the inside, it's getting covered up by that cream piece. Okay, so we'll go ahead and glue down that cream piece. I agree. Oopses are just opportunities, but man, they're embarrassing when they're in front of people on the internet. So but like I said, it wouldn't be a true Lori live without some sort of oops. So here we go. All right. We'll just go ahead and stick that, and then you can see right there. It's just very pretty. Okay. I'm just going to let that glue cure for a sec. We're going to put together our flowers, and then our floral little stems. Now, I feel like this kind of has like a familiar vibe and feel to it. Anna Griffin has some cutout pieces options on Cricket. So if you're like, oh, I'm a huge Anna Griffin lover, I love this stuff, this is actually one of her cards. I kind of jazzed up and made it my own a little bit. But so she does have some dies and things like that. So I got to give credit where credit's given right there. So if you're like, oh, I love her and you have a Cricut and you want to start cutting some stuff out, go type in Anna Griffin and you'll get a whole bunch of options for pages and things like that. Good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue these floral bits together. And then you have your light and dark green, I guess, leaves, stems, ferns that will get glued together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and 3D pop these flowers. And you're just going to stick them opposite of your other flowers off to the side right here. And it's okay if they overlap with the lace. And then you're just going to find your spot where you like your, want your ferns to go. I guess they're ferns. I don't know. They look ferns to me. They have a ferniness to them, so we'll just call them ferns. I want that one right there, I think. And I'm going to go with this one, I think up here. Okay. Then I'm going to take the You Make Me Smile sentiment. I'm going to 3D pop that one as well. And I'm gonna stick it right there, I think. And then I'm gonna take the last little bit of Charlotte's lace. And you can loop it through if you want, or you could just put a bow right on top if you want, whatever makes you happiest. I'm just gonna go with a bow right now. If I can tie it. Oh my goodness, I'm having a day. Goodness gracious. Where's my luck of the Irish when I need it? Maybe I'll find it on the way home. Run into a leprechaun and some gold and rainbow. We'll see.
You have rainbow.
I do. I have a rainbow at home. My black cat is named Rainbow, so.
I just think that's the most ironic, funniest name for a black cat. I love it. I'm mad I didn't come up with it first.
I had to come up with it because I was told we named my cat Bo after my husband's favorite football player because we were told it was a male. And then when I went to go get her fixed, they went, "Congratulations, you actually have a female." And I went, "Well, I have to change your government name to something feminine," so I went with Rainbow. But we still call her Bo. And there you go. There's your final card for this card kit. All right, I'm going to do a little cleanup, and I'll go through and show off what all we made today. And if your bow doesn't want to stick, I always just say stick it underneath the mat and it'll go. But there's that one. The You Make Me Smile was our last one. Sending butterfly wishes. You make my heart flutter. Get well soon. Or watering can hello. Thank you. Happy birthday. A fun just because card. And then the with love from me to you pocket card. I hope that you guys enjoyed this series. I will be back in July with some Christmas and July cards, but I'm going to take the summer off and just take a little bit of a break and spend time with my family and do some vacationing and getting some more creative ideas out there. I will still be teaching the in-class card classes. So if you're local and want to do those, you're welcome to join us. But otherwise, I will see you later on this summer. Enjoy your spring, enjoy your families. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and we'll catch you guys in a few months. Bye.